welcome to the show. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, aka Cat Lee, and you have now tuned in to Ambitiously the podcast. Well, welcome. Listen, we got some things to talk about. It's a lot in the media today, and I am going to get into it. Of course, you know I am, honey. You know I am. Let me put that down for 1 second because we coming from all angles today. But what you need to know is today is Media Monday. Today is the day that we come and we talk about all of the juiciness that's going on in the world. Today is a scary day, so we might have a little bit of scariness in there as well. But today is the day we talk about it. That's what we do on Media Mondays. We talk about it. We are on the gab beat and know that for sure. But before we get into that, I promise you, 15 seconds is not gonna kill you. Bear with me. I'll be right back.
Want last minute brand design help? Get top-tier Fiverr freelance creatives at your fingertips fast with secure payments and 24/7 support. Head to fiverr.com today and get something started. Want last-minute brand design help?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me take this. Let me make sure this is off because the next time I play a commercial, I do not want it to loop again. But anyway, I'm back. So there are a lot of things to talk about. So I'm going to be jumping here and jumping there, but we're going to get into it. Remember that the phone lines are open, and let me make sure I got all of that together. And if you call into the show, that you will be on air. So just remember that. Keep it cute. Don't go too far. Or you can ask me to drop the link and I will. And you can certainly jump on camera with me to discuss whatever it is that we are talking about. The number is 443-850-4828. Again, the number is 443-850-4828. And we are taking calls. So I'll let you know when I free up and I can talk. But let's get to the tea because boo, I don't know if this is tea though. I think this is very important, but I'm gonna call it tea for the sake of calling it tea. Let's talk about Madam Secretary Nancy Pelosi. Her husband was recently a part of some craziness, but I'm gonna get into the details because we do have deets. The man that broke into her home, Nancy Pelosi, that is, and attacked her husband, Paul, is now facing criminal charges after telling the police that he was there to break her kneecap. What? This according to the newly filed criminal complaint. Charges were filed Monday which is today, against 42-year-old David DePepe. According to court documents, he was attempting to kidnap the House Speaker, bringing zip ties, tape, and rope with him to her and her husband's San Francisco home. Now, what, dude? Are you crazy? When DePepe arrived, the documents say he asked Paul to see his wife, but was informed that she wasn't there. DePepe then said he'd sit and wait for her. He allegedly said that he was going to hold her hostage and talk to her, claiming in a police interview, if she was honest with him, he would let her go. But if she lied, he would break her kneecaps. What? He told authorities by breaking the speaker's kneecaps, she'd have to be wheeled into Congress, which would show other members there what the consequences of their actions were. DePepe now faces 2 charges: assaulting an immediate member of the United States office, an immediate member of who would be an official, and attempting to kidnapping of a U.S. official. San Francisco prosecutors will reportedly also charge DePepe in the next few days, and the authorities have talked about attempted N-word. I can't say that word because they be trying to get me, but taking her out, as well as other charges. Woo, child. Paul was violently attacked inside of his San Francisco home last week after DePepe forced his way inside through the back door. Paul, who appeared to be unconscious after being hit and hammered, was rushed to the hospital for his injuries. And man still remains in ICU after undergoing surgery for a skull fracture. The district attorney just announced the Pepe's charges. What? Oh, just announced the Pepe's charges, um, which include attempted M word, I can't say it, residential burglary, assault with a deadly weapon, elder abuse, false imprisonment of an elder, and threats to the public to a public official and their family. If convicted, he faces 13 years to life. The district attorney says they'll request no bail at the Pepe's hearing tomorrow. Listen, he ain't getting out of there. They're gonna put him under the jail. He is not coming out. I got a feeling he's gonna get life because it is the Secretary of State, for goodness sakes. And if they let that ride, then they got a lot of other stuff ride. And no, he didn't attack her, but he did attack her husband. So it's like, yeah, he's done. He's done. And who break her kneecaps? Really, the Pepe? Really? Like, she gonna tell me the truth. I'm gonna break her kneecap. Really? Really? I promise you guys, some of these people, whew, but it is Hallows Eve, so I'm not surprised. But some of these people never cease to amaze me. Hold on, let's get to where we need to be. Some of these people are crazy. I don't know what did you think was going to go down? You thought it was just going to go over. So she was going to be an example. She was going to have to get well done. It's not going to stop her from doing a job, fool. She could still, all right, she got well done and she still can pass laws that you don't like. She could still do, come on. I am so over talking about Kanye. I'm going to repeat this, but it's impossible for me not to talk about Kanye yet. At this point. Well, yay at this point. I'm going with whatever. It's impossible, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of the news it includes Kanye, but we're gonna get into it. Let's go. So Kanye West is on a new tier, suggesting what happened to Emmett Till is what's happening to him if you don't kick rocks, as he falls from grace. This while trying to get Ari Emanuel's attention. New posts have been popping up on Ye's IG page of late, ever since he was reinstated. But a string of troubling thoughts are cropping up Sunday, which was yesterday, including the notion that he was going through a modern day lynching, presumably at the hands of ex-WME chief. Ooh, boy, I got some things to say about this. Give me a second, though. So new posts have been, wait, I said that all right. Okay, so Ye writes, Ari Emanuel, can you find a place for the Donda Academy kids to go to school that's properly zoned for a school? I got about 60 children that have no place to be as they look to transfer. They try to decimate our basketball team or disseminate our basketball team. Those boys are being penalized without reason. Even professional athletes were treated by their owners to disassociate. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know my alarm go off every show, but it's telling me what I need to be doing. So so where were we? He goes on to say that the treatment he is receiving, essentially being canceled, is what post social media Black Mirror warfare looks like, adding the Donda kids are suffering. I'm going to say some stuff, and y'all, a lot of people not going to agree with it, but I have to say it. Kanye then insinuates that he's suffering an economic lynching, a digital lynching, and a bankruptcy of his social credit score. Finally, What sure sounds like another anti-Semitic jab. You tried to bankrupt Adidas and me at the same time. You tried to destroy my life after all of the money I made for the business people. At least as I burned to the stake in front of the whole world, everyone now knows who they need to really be afraid of. Ooh. He finishes by saying, and now everyone knows how much power you business people actually have. There's a lot more to the rant, but it's rambling and incoherent. Now Kanye seems to be invoking Ari because the guy publicly asked companies to stop doing business with Kanye amid his ongoing anti-Semitic um, remarks, and it appears that it worked. And that's what it appears to have done. Kanye went on to post a screen grab or screenshot of the conversation that he was having with someone named Russell, initials RS, who's encouraging him to simmer down. Get on that in a second. Strategize and find a better way to vent his frustrations. Gay fires back though with a weird reply saying he needs to get the Jewish business people to make contracts fair or die trying. That post has since been deleted, by the way, but of course it was captured and live on the internet, so it lives on the internet. It's not going nowhere. It's on the internet. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So he also posted a shot at Herschel Walker with a straightforward forward caption: "Pro life." Okay. Now that we got all of that, the SR, I'm gonna tell y'all who the SR. Y'all know who the SR. I just posted a video the other day on my social media page with Russell Simmons saying the same exact thing. So of course that's who the SR is, right? It doesn't take much guessing. It is, and that's exactly what he said. Chill out, dude. That's not the way you go about it, and you going about it all wrong. So yeah, that was Russell Simmons that said that. Now let me say this to Kanye. Kanye, Kanye. Not that you watch my podcast anyway, but it's fine. I'm gonna say it anyway. I've said this. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. First and foremost, I need everybody to stop thinking that Jews have all the controls. It's way bigger than the Jewish people. And I'm not talking about Jew. I'm not including myself in this because I'm not ashamed to say I am Jewish. But there are a lot of other races, or because apparently everybody seems to allude to Jewish people just all being white. But there are a lot of other disseminations that control the business industry. Besides Jews, you have Asian people control it. We have just regular Caucasian people, and then you got some blacks sprinkled in there too. You feel me? It's a lot of people on top. It's not a lot of blacks on top, but it's a lot of people on top, and it's just not Jewish people. Now, there may be an order. I don't know. Same thing they said about the Illuminati. It may be true. I don't know. They ain't come for me. They ain't invite me. So how can I really say that, I don't know what's out there. But what I will say is this. It's bigger than just the Jews, Kanye. And that man came for you and he succeeded. But here's the thing. Because, the children are suffering. And I want to touch on that just a little bit. The children are suffering because they thought they had a school and now they don't. But it's not for nothing. It's because, let's keep it a buck. It's because of your actions that they're suffering. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're right. But I am saying it's because of your actions that they're suffering. So let's cut the bullshit and stop saying it's for nothing. Yeah, them kids are suffering because the school, in essence, belongs to you. But then you shut the school down and the parents wanted their money back and they can't deal. Nobody plays about their children's education. Let me be real with you. Nobody's going to play about the education of their children just because you having a fit. Now, my child got to go through it. No, sir, I'm finding a different school for my child to go to. You want me to pay tuition for my child to go to the school? You want me to do a lot of things. My child cannot suffer because you got beef with the whole world. I'm sorry. I'm taking my kid out immediately. My kid is going to a private school if need be, or they might got to go to. But what they're not going to do is be missing the educational opportunities. Excuse me, missing their educational opportunities because the person who owns the school that they go to had some disagreements with some other people, and now their whole education is disrupted. I'm sorry. My baby going for NASA. Like, she got big dreams. You not, and you nor anybody else will be destroying my baby's dreams just because you going through your little test and your little thing. Sorry, it's just not happening. So yeah, I don't know that they're suffering for no reason at all. I'm sorry, sir. Where we at on time? We good. Let me keep it moving. Sorry, sir. That's just not happening. It's not. Sorry. I don't care who you are. My child comes before you and your statements of whatever you got going on. So you should have thought about that and you should have had it secured so those kids didn't have to deal with the backlash of whatever it is that you had going on. That's just keeping it a bang. Like, you should have made sure that was secure before you went off on everybody. So now them babies out there in the basketball team got kicked out of stuff because of what you got. It's not for nothing. Stop saying it's for nothing. But whatever. We're gonna keep it moving. Um Okay, so Chris Reed, let's talk about him. SNL alum Chris Reed is smiling through the pain after being attacked in NYC. His nose is stitched up, his eyes were swollen and bruised. Chris sustained injuries when he was ambushed by a man with a brass knuckle. What? Jeez. This week while he was heading into the comedy cellar. It's crazy out here, y'all. The gash on Chris's nose has been stitched up and he has two black eyes, but the comedian's body is slowly on the mend. Regarding the horrible situation Chris finds himself in, he's feeling very happy and fortunate. We can tell you that. Um, he was rushed to the hospital after the attack, and now the police are combing over surveillance footage and in hopes to identify the perpetrators. Chris has had his also had his Greg unit chain snatched off of his off in the ambush, but was able to recover the bling, although it was in pieces. Still, the chain can easily be restored. Okay, so that's that. That happened to him. So unfortunately, and I said, and if you don't know who he is, he's actually he did a lot of skits with Keenan on Saturday Night Live, and I would pull up some, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. Let's get to Brittany though. Brittany Griner pled guilty, saying that she did bring cannabis products into the country. Um, and they were illegal, but that she was packing quickly and did not mean to break the law and only did so inadvertently. Brittany's appeal hearing did not result in a reduced sentence for the WNBA star on Tuesday. The Russian court upheld the American basketball star's 9-year sentence on smuggling narcotics, despite attorneys for the 32-year-old arguing against her extraordinarily lengthy sentence in front of the three judges of appeal. She has been detained since she was arrested back in February the 17th at the airport in Moscow, with Russian Federal Customs Service alleging that the athlete was in possession of a vape cartridge containing hashish oil while traveling through the airport. The prosecution also initially asked Grinner to be fined 1 million rubles. Hold that thought. 1 million rubles, roughly equivalent to $16,600. Brittany is a very strong person and has a champion's character, her lawyers said, in a statement shared on Monday with People. She, of course, has her highs and her lows as she's severely stressed out about being separated from her loved ones over 8 months. Okay, okay. So, with that being said, now let me tell y'all something about what they got going on with these rubles and make sure I'm looking at every screen so I can be on point. These rubles, I've heard a lot going on, like even with a lot of trade as far as Russia is concerned and a lot of other things. They're telling people outside of their country that they have to pay them in rubles. So in essence, what you would have to do is take your country's currency and then go and get it, transferred into Russia's currency, which is rubles, and then pay them in rubles. They're not accepting any other country's currency right now. So that was very enlightening and very much something to talk about. But it is what it is. So let's keep it moving. Let's talk about Patriots owner Robert Kraft. He sponsored an ad Sunday asking people watching the NFL games to stand up for Jewish hate. Now I'm going to get to this because I gotta play all sides. I can't just take one side. I'm gonna tell you why. In wake of Kanye West's anti-Semitic comments, the Foundation to Combat Anti-Semitism released a 30-second ad during the first quarter of the Patriots Jets game, calling attention to the concerning rise of anti-Semitism. The org the organization, which Kraft founded, intending to forge positive relationships with the Jews and non-Jews, expressed in the commercial that they needed more people to condemn anti-Semitism. Um, let's keep it moving though. With the recent rise in the controversy, the controversy and the conversations about anti-Semitism on social media, FCAS launched Stand Up to Jew Hate, encouraging Jews and non Jews alike to speak out against hatred and stand with the Jewish community, the organization's website read. Now, I'm not going to go all the way through the story because it's a lot to talk about. But let me move forward because there are a couple of other things that I want to say. So we had the whole Kanye situation going down. So let's say this. The timing of Kraft's ad was strategic. It comes as Kanye continues to face backlash over anti-Semitism and remarks he's repeatedly made on interviews. Also, Kanye is not the only celebrity in hot water. Because we got Kyrie Irving, who was also involved in a heated spat with a reporter about the controversial movie he shared on Twitter. Irving tweeted a link of a film on Amazon called Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, which claims to expose who the real chosen people of the Most High is. Nets owner Joe Sia publicly criticized the Nuts superstar point guard and condemned him for promoting the movie on his platform. Kyrie has since deleted the controversial tweet. So Jadakiss says the remaining people in Kanye West inner circle need to help him pick up the dust, pick the dust up off of him and get him back on his feet. He thinks fans can do their part too. We caught the Locks legend in NYC where he he was caught in NYC where he called on everyone to pray for the entitlement of, pray for Kanye. So he can sort things out. He feels similarly about Mace's ongoing Cold War with Diddy and firmly believes that they'll eventually hash out their differences. Jada's been hanging with the Harlem World rapper lately, and so he's dishing some good intel here. So Jadakiss was one of many rappers who playfully teased Ye about his crumbling finances in the aftermath of his anti-Semitic remarks. But all jokes aside, he feels Ye should conduct a formal apology to everyone he offended. Here we go, including the black community, so he can move forward. There are a lot of people that Kanye owes an apology to, and yeah. So yeah, I don't disagree with what Jadakiss has to say. Not at all. Now I say this: we gotta hold him accountable to the things he said because he's not. This is the thing, and this is me being one of two things. I'm black. First, I was born with this color skin. Although I'm mixed with many nations, I was born with this color skin. So as far as America is concerned, I am just black. And that's fine. I'll take that all day, even though I know what I am deep down inside. I'm probably one of the few Americans in this country that know who they are, really know who they are and where their people came from. So that's one. Um, Two, I am Jewish. So my faith, read the Tanakh, the Torah, the Talmud, that's my faith. Um, I'm not a very religious person. I don't go to I don't go to the synagogue like I probably should. You feel me? And I don't always do all of the things that I'm supposed to do, but I am very much Jewish. So me being both of these things, he offended all of my people. The Jews, the blacks. He offended all of my people. So yes, all of us deserve an apology. No, he shouldn't be doubling down. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Do I want to put this on the screen? No, let's just say Steven Jackson is going in on Kanye, and he has no intention on letting up on him. He said some things. Wait a minute, I can do it. Hold on. I'm not going to put it because I don't want to put it on screen because I don't want to get in trouble. They've been doing that a lot lately, and I don't have time for it. So I can play without showing. Ooh, my boo. Hey, boo. I could play without showing though. So I'm gonna play this. Let me get to it really quick because I feel like it's very important. Hold on, let me turn on my Bluetooth. Mm-hmm. That you hear what he has to say. So listen to this. Hold on.
Thought about something too. Fuck y'all. Oh, yeah, he wrong for saying that about Georgie, but let's let him make it and keep the focus on the message. At the expense of demeaning my family and my people, nah. And then again, y'all wrong for even saying that shit. It's the messenger. He ain't the messenger. He ain't the one to give the message. You can't lose your girl and all of a sudden become woke because you tender dicking, because you mad somebody took your girl. Now all of a sudden you become woke. It don't work like that. And you ain't the messenger, bro. It's people out there that spend their whole life on the betterment of black people. Speaking on the betterment of black people. If the minister talking, yeah, we listen. Because he know he been spending his life for the betterment of black people. Ain't nobody finna listen to you. Man, because your girl wanted to leave your ass because you bipolar. And now you want to be woke because you tender dicking? Man, fuck out of here. I just thought about something too.
All right, I'm back. Dude, that's what Steven Jackson had to say. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm choking. I just drank some ice cold water and went down the wrong pipe. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's what he had to say. He's not playing. Um Oh, I hate to report this news because this is one of my favorite teams, but the Lakers are playing like crap right now. But there's one thing that you should not do: trade Russell Westbrook. I said Westbrook. Westbrook. And this is the words of Ty Dolla Signs. He gonna stand with his team. You feel me? It's LA till he dies, so I ain't mad at him either. I'm not mad at him. Let's keep it moving though. Lizzo is actually facing backlash for dressing up a Krishan Rock for Halloween, and I'm guessing it's because of all this domestic bullcrap that they got going on, right? Her and Blueface. But not only that, I'm not really gonna get into the Lizzo part of it, but they wasn't feeling that. Her dressing up as Krishan, right? But then this weekend, it all went down because Krishan went live, her face all bloody, her eyes, her lips, her nose, all of that is like messed up. And basically, she's basically, was saying that Blueface hit her in the face. He beat her up, like he beat her. But at one point, um, she told him he was way too comfortable. Okay, here we go. She told him he was way too comfortable with hitting her in her face. And you could hear him a little bit faintly in the background, like, saying what he had to say. But oh man, it looked worse than Rihanna looked. With the whole Chris Brown situation, but only the difference is Chris Brown admitted to what he did. I don't think Blueface is going to do as much, even though it's already been viewed on camera that they fight each other, and she give him his fair share. She give him a run for his money. I thought of more shit though. I'm gonna be honest with you. You we might get beat up, but we ain't gonna let you just beat us up. Like we gonna fight you. So she never pointed the camera at him, but you do hear him in the background saying what he had to say. Now then she comes back though, right? She comes back the next day and she's cleaned up and all of that good stuff and basically say he didn't do that. She was trying to jump out the car. She was having a moment. She had too much Casamigos and she blacked out and she tried to jump out the car. He tried to save her, but that's about it. He didn't hit it. I'll just say this. When it comes to DV, I can't say domestic situations. A lot of times, it's a lot of girls out here that'll change the story, even though that was the story at first. They change the story and be like, "Oh no, he didn't do that. Don't do that. He didn't do that. He didn't. He didn't. He didn't." Um, I'm sorry, baby. I just don't believe you. Y'all been beating up on each other for the longest now, and it wouldn't surprise me if by chance that did go down. Not 1 second. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I digress, Krishan. I hope that you learn. I was hoping that after seeing that footage this weekend, like maybe because I saw it Sunday morning, um, and I was hoping just maybe this would have been the lesson that you learned, but obviously you haven't learned that lesson yet. So hopefully, again, you will eventually learn the lessons. But I'm going to take a quick commercial break and then I'm going to jump to the quick topics and then we're going to show some love. So I'll be right back. Right back. It is me, your girl, Labora Lee, and today is a new day. Today is the day that you begin your podcasting journey. Today is the day that you will begin to be heard. How do you ask? Sign up for Red Circle. I'm telling you, I've been at this podcasting game for 2 years now, and joining Red Circle was one of the best decisions that I ever made. Sign up today for free. How? Just hit the link. You'll thank me later. Y'all heard my new theme song? Ain't it dope? I love it. I'm in love with this one. This one feels like this is where, well, no, all three of them do though, but this one really just tickles my fancy. Big shout out to J Funk Records, because this one tickles my fancy. So let's get to these quick topics real quick. So interesting news. Cardi B's team wants the judge to dismiss Tasha K's appeal in the defamation suit that the YouTuber has been ordered to pay $3.8 million as a part of the settlement reached in the liable case against the WAP artist. So she's trying to appeal. Cardi like, hell no, bitch, run me my money. That's what I want. Run it to me. Run me cash. I told y'all Friday, Diddy has replaced Kanye West as the wealthiest hip hop artist on the wealthiest hip hop artist list and becomes a billionaire. Wonder how that worked out. Julia Roberts' birth was paid for by Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King. I am not surprised. I did hear that she came from Georgia and, all of that good stuff. So, and, the Kings, despite all the controversy, and I did watch something about Martin Luther King and some controversy on him last night, and I was like, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Because why do y'all even want to bring them tapes out? We know what J. Edgar Hoover was trying to pull off when he made them tapes. We don't need to hear what was going down. He was in there getting some nookie, and one of his friends said, "Yeah, he did, but he was a man, and we gotta, and Coretta wasn't leaving his side, so whatever, whatever." But I don't think we need to hear those tapes. I don't think we need to know that part of him. You feel me? Like it's still like they kind of trying to diminish his in his character. You feel me? Just to prove that, like, oh well, that was on the tape. I don't need to know that. Ice-T celebrates being the longest reigning male character in television history. As the actor who joined Law and Order back in 2000. Listen, that is my show. I love Law and Order. I'm trying to tell you, I watch it, and yeah, I like Ice T character on there. He plays that role. Let's go, Ice T. Celebrate, because he plays that role. Um, I do wish that they bring Munch back though. That was his partner. He was his partner from and storyline. He was his partner from Baltimore. And Munch was also on the show that they had. What was the name of that show? Somebody remember the name of that show? If you remember the name of that show, hit me up and let me know what it was. But it was a show based on Baltimore, and it was kind of like the same dude did it, Dick Wolf, but it was based on kind of like Baltimore City PD, and it was on back in the day. Dang, it had the black bald dude on there. But anyway, great actor too. He a good actor too. But yeah, congratulations, Ice-T. Yeah, I told y'all Rihanna came back. I already told y'all that she came back. She's back. She returned with some new music. Now it's not an album; it's just a single. But we gotta be happy with what Riri give us. Now I told y'all the single was called "Lift Me Up." And it's for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever soundtrack. Again, we can't be greedy. She is a new mom and she got billionaire business to handle and all that good stuff. So we just got to be happy um, with the fact that she gave us a little something, something. And she said, shut up. That's why she gave it to y'all. I'm tired of y'all telling me come back with some new music. And so that's why she did it. All right, let me get them a little sprinkle or something. And I'm getting paid good because it's for the soundtrack of Wakanda Forever, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Let me just shut them out real quick. So, I'm happy about it. I told y'all Friday I'm a huge Rihanna fan. Like I love Rihanna. I love Riri. And it's crazy because people are like, you love Riri, but you love Chris Brown too. Yes, I love both of them. I don't have to choose. I'm tired of y'all with this choose one situation. And their personal lives has nothing to do with the music. I don't personally know Rihanna. I wouldn't mind hanging out. Well, she seemed like the type of chick I would hang out with, though. I don't personally know Chris Brown, and if she can forgive him, then who the fuck are we that we can't forgive him? So yeah, I like them both. I love them both. Oh yeah, and then he finally dropped the video for Under the Influence. And let me tell y'all something. He dropped that album. When he dropped that album, I was just moving into this house and we've been here for about 3 years now. When he dropped that album, I've been waiting for a video for that particular song for a long ass time. First of all, I love that song. It's sexy. Oh, it's sexy. Also gives me tingles. I love that song. So I've been waiting. He came out with a whole bunch of other songs besides that song. And I was like, well, damn, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm happy that you had videos for that. But that was the song specifically that I wanted a video for. Like, I remember I would listen to that song every day because my daughter was still going to school in my old neighborhood. So I would take her back and forth to school. I would take her to school, come home, and then go back and do it again. And so, you got to have music while you doing all these travels. And that was like one, and that was the long album when he had all them songs on it. And I remember like, damn, he should totally make a video for this song because I really, really love this song. And it's so sexy and sensual. Yes. It had me think about Boo-Thang and all that good stuff. So yes, I'm finally happy that he did it. I'm happy that he finally did a video for that as well. And last but not least, and this comes some sad news, and I hate sad news, but we got to report it. Lauren London mourns the death of Nipsey Hussle's. Don't mourn too hard, Mama. And I know it's hard because it seems like family. You're losing family every day. But let me say this: he and her are together now. So, and everybody need their grandmothers. So yeah, I'm sorry for the loss, and my prayers be with you. My condolences. So that's that. Now I gotta give some love. Sorry, y'all, but y'all already know what time it is. I gotta show my people some love because they show me love. And you showing me love. I'm definitely showing you love. Somebody would have came in here and dropped a comment today. I probably would have showed them love too. But they didn't. So I'm gonna go to the list where I get all the love, which is my listening audience. And I want to make sure that I have everything in accordance before I jump to this love. I try to tell people don't ever get it twisted though. The numbers are numbers, you feel me? But you know, I got love over here. I got love over here with this listening audience of mine, and I very much. Okay, that's the right list. I very much appreciate them for loving me the way they love me, and I love them. So I'm gonna start. I am gonna start with the top 5 countries because they download the most and they show the most love. And so I feel like it's only befitting that I start with them and then work my way through the rest of the list. Now, this does not mean that I don't love you all equally because I do. I love each and every one of you the same. But I gotta show love where love is shown the most. And I'm gonna do that. So let me start by saying shout out to my country, the United States of America, because y'all hold it down for the girl. I see y'all. Y'all be holding it down, and I love you for it. France, been my day one's been rocking with me for a long time now, France. And I love you. But don't get mad at me when I don't pronounce certain cities because I don't want to butcher the name. It's respect. It's respect. Um, India, yes, babies. I see y'all too, and I love how y'all love me. I love you, India. Hi. I want to come there too. Don't get it twisted. Germany, big love to Germany. I see you. They've been rocking out for a minute now too. So big love to Germany. And the UK. Hi, you guys just surprised me one day and was like, hey, we here. And I'm like, hey, and I love you for being here. Thank you. I appreciate you so, so much. The United Kingdom. Big shout out to you, United Kingdom. I'm not done. Brazil, I love you. Hi, babies. Netherlands, hi. I see y'all. I see y'all. Thank you for coming back. I love you. Singapore, I love you. South Africa, big love to South Africa. I waited for a long time to get, any part of Africa. So I love you. Thank you. Spain, I appreciate you and love you. Philippines, I love you. Hi, babies. Belgium, I love you. Oh my gosh. Australia, I love you. Japan, Mexico, Ireland, I love you all. Nepal, Mauritius, Israel, Canada, Hong Kong, I love you, but I'm not done. I'm absolutely not finished. Russia, big shout out to you. I don't know how that happened. I don't, but I love you. Thank you. Um, Switzerland, hi babies. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hi, Switzerland. Hi. Hey guys. I want to make sure I get everybody. I don't want to miss anybody. Turkey, I love you. Thank you, babies. I love you so much. Austria, not Australia, Austria. Thank you, and I love you so so much. I heard Austria is a beautiful country, and I gotta get into the intel about what's going down in Austria. I heard a few things about you guys. Let me make sure I got everything. United States, France. So I told y'all, France been here. Australia, they been here. Okay, Hong Kong, got them. Netherlands, got them. Okay, I covered everybody. But yeah, man, thank you everybody for the love. Now I gotta, first of all, I just gotta say big shout out to the whole Bay Area, San Francisco, Oakland, all of that. I see y'all. I don't want y'all to ever get it twisted. I'm watching and I'll be looking at these numbers and, where they come from and all of that good stuff. And I'll be like, what? Big love to Kelly. Big shout out to Kelly, but big love to 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 the Bay because y'all just hold it down. I see y'all. I see y'all. Big shout out to Texas as well. I see y'all. I can't. We'll say Dallas. We got mad love in Dallas, so big love to Dallas and Houston, and then also New York. Oh, and big shout out to Philly. I see y'all. Stand the fuck up, Philly. Y'all see y'all. Y'all doing you. But anyways, so Columbus, Ohio, San Jose, California. But I'm just gonna say the whole Bay. The Bay Area, period. Baltimore, Maryland, my city. Big facts. Um, France. I can't, but I love you. I love you so much, France. Spring Valley, Nevada, because Nevada be holding a girl down too. I see you, Nevada. Frankfurt, Germany. Big love to Frankfurt, Germany. Hi, Germany. Washington, Virginia. Ashburn, Virginia. North Las Vegas, Nevada. Norton Shores, Michigan. Chicago. Big shout out to the Chi. Chicago. Chicago, Illinois. Um, Boardman, Oregon. Atlanta, Georgia. I see you too, Atlanta. I see y'all. I'm watching y'all. Las Vegas, Nevada. Owings Mills, Maryland. Pikesville, Maryland. Boulder City, Nevada. Let's see if I can say this right. Bengaluru, India. I don't know how to say that. I don't want to say it wrong, but Bengaluru, I hope I said it right. I just big love to Philly. I see y'all. Y'all coming through with the come through, and I like it. Randallstown, Maryland. Singapore, Singapore. South Holland. I'm not gonna try to. I don't want to mess it up. So big love to South Highland, Ohio, Phoenix, Arizona, Washington, D.C. Big love to all of y'all. New York, New York, Mumbai, India. I love you. Hi, India. Reading, Pennsylvania. And okay, I'm going to stop right here. Garfield Heights, Ohio. San Juan, Metro Manila, because it's always a thriller in Manila. Uh-huh. And I'm gonna stop with flagging me, Florida. I wanted to reach out a little bit further today. A little bit of, yeah, big love to Florida. We got love in Florida. We got love in different parts of the country, and I love it. A lot of love in Maryland, a lot of love in Cali, um, in Ohio, in Georgia, in New York, and so forth, Texas. I see y'all. I just, oh my gosh, South Wales. I see you guys, and I appreciate you so much. And thank you for tuning into this podcast because you really don't have to do it, but you do, and I appreciate you for it. If nobody else tells you that, I'm gonna tell you that I appreciate you for it. So what else is going on? Yeah, so today is the creepy day. I need y'all to understand something though, because some of y'all, this is where I'm just gonna go into my little tangents. Some of y'all take this shit too serious. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. So you got them people that's extra woke, but not really woke, because if they was really woke, some of the things that they do wouldn't be some of the things that they do. I know a few of those people. Yeah, I'm talking to them. Where they're like, oh, well, this is the devil's day and you worship. We don't celebrate Halloween. We ain't having no whole Halloween meal. And we not having a big old gathering because it's Halloween. Nah, that's not what we do, son. But I will let my daughter go have a little bit of fun, which she went out for like maybe not even a whole hour, maybe a good half an hour, because I live in a neighborhood where it's a mixture of people, a mixture of Jewish people, a mixture of Black people, and some of other nationalities. You got Middle Eastern people. I'm sorry. You got Hispanic people. My neighborhood is a melting pot of people. We all get along around here. We all love one another. We say hello. We speak. We're kind to one another. And I like my neighborhood because of that. Nobody's over here judging anybody. But at the same time, we have children in the neighborhood and they want to go out just like you maybe have done as a child. Your parents took you out. You enjoyed it. You wanted to have a great freaking time. Now all of a sudden you're woke And I'm guaranteeing your children still went out anyway, but you'll hop on social media and be like, "Oh, I'm so woke. Stop celebrating Halloween. Don't do this." Is your kid not? Well, if your kid is young enough, did you not let your child go trick or treating? Just a question. It's not a holiday that we celebrate as if it means anything, but it's a day where the kids go out and have fun and get candy. Now I say in my neighborhood again, it wasn't really a lot of houses that were giving out candy because they do this thing called trunk or treat for her school for her kids at her school, and then it's another one a little bit further down which they did Saturday. And I believe my brother took his son there, but um I think that's the one he was talking about. But the thing is, they're kids and they want to have fun just like you did when you were a kid. It's not to say that they should be out here worshiping. No, that's not what we're doing. But let them go out and have that day and have some fun. Did I take my daughter out? Yes, like I said, I took her out for a half an hour. My neighborhood wasn't really giving out candy like that. It was a few houses, but not many. But we had hella candy in the house for her anyway because we kind of knew that. Um, so, and I let her put on her little costume and she was happy. She felt like a foxy fox. Let her be. Let her have her little time to go trick or treating and have some fun. And that's what I did. So, whoever feels some kind of way about it, guess what? You can kick rocks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I didn't do it for you. I did it for her. But I got some things to say before I get out of here because we're getting close to time. And I know this involves me saying a lot of things. A lot of things. So, first and foremost, if you would like to be a guest on our show, and listen, before I say this, I am looking for people with an entrepreneurial background. I want people with all kinds of business. I want you to come up here and talk about your business. I want you to promote your business. That's free. An interview with me is free. Now, if you want to advertise, that's a whole nother different category. But an interview with me is free. So come up here, promote your product. And you can also hit me at this email address for advertisement purposes. And also, if you just have a suggestion of things that we could do on the show, something that you might like to see or hear about or want to talk about, we're open ears over here. But you want to come on the show, ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com, ambitiously the podcast at gmail.com. Like I said, you can handle all of those things. I personally answer my own emails. So, but we'll have everything in order for you. It's together. Trust me. You can always drop a comment, call in or text or ask me to drop a link and I will. Now, you want to call in, the number is 443-850-4828. Again, 443-850-4828. That's the number. You can call it. I will pick up. If by chance you catch us on a day where we're playing music, which is usually on a Friday, just know I have permission. I don't go around playing people music without their permission. As a matter of fact, most of the music is either submitted to me or I went directly to the people who made the songs and said, listen, hey, can I play your music? Because I think it's dope and I think the world should hear it. And so I play it and I have their permission. I have a couple of those people on camera saying, yeah, definitely play my permission. And if I don't have them on camera, guess what? I got documentation. Because that's what I do over here. I have permission. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Every like, every share, and every subscription is greatly appreciated. It helps us when it comes to the algorithm, and it helps us grow as a podcast. So like, share, and subscribe. On my podcast, my listener audience, yeah, you could subscribe because there's subscription options for you as well. But yeah, make sure you do that. Yeah. And share it because people need to hear some of the shenanigans we be having going on. Not all of them are shenanigans, though. Some of them is very informative. So it's very important that we share the message. And just like I said, Kanye is don't stop saying that them babies is not going to school because for no reason at all. No, they're not going to school because of all the drama that stirs up behind you. No, nobody wants to stop their baby's education because of you. Nobody. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com, www.ambitiouslyentertainment.com. Yep. You want to donate to the show, hit our Cash App. That's about to change really soon, though. I'm going to stop taking donations through Cash App because we have other vices. Other things you could do. You could hit the Linktree link above or below and donate there as well. We got, and that's not, well, the Cash App link is there, but there's also a donation button there as well. And remember that our podcast is streaming on all streaming platforms. You can find this podcast wherever, baby. We're there. Apple, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music. We're everywhere. So just go check us out. Yeah, check us out. Check us out. But we are everywhere. Spotify, iHeartRadio. We are everywhere. Go check us out. The boutique is coming, y'all. I was thinking about doing an A/B testing though before we launch the website, to see, how you feel about the items that we have for sale in the new boutique, the revamped boutique. We still have the merchandise part of the boutique, and that still will be available. But we had to do a whole new website for the boutique because let me just say this. We needed something that was capable of holding all of the items that we have available right now because of the vendors that we partner with so far. And fellas, we are working on some things for you too, but I started with, because I formed a partnership with a certain company. And so I started with female and children's clothing first, and also jewelry as well. But fellas, I'm working on you. Give me some time. I got you. But yeah, so that's happening. So I'm gonna let you know about the A&B testing, but I know before the end of November, I want the site, the main site, to be up and running. So I'm gonna probably we're going into November now. I'm trying to look for a calendar or something. We're going into November now as of tomorrow. So I'm thinking by not this first week of November, but the second week of November, I'm going to set up an A&B testing of both of the sites that we had. Well, some of the sites that we have available, because it's like three. I built like three different websites just to see where we wanted to go with it. And, you guys can give me your opinions. They're always welcome. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So what time is it? Oh, okay. So I got a few things I gotta get off my chest before we get out of here. First and foremost, mind your motherfucking business. Mind your business. Everybody's business is not your business. You come here on Mondays, and I'll tell you other people's business, because that's what we do on Mondays. Now, Wednesdays, it gets a little salacious, and Fridays, it's all about the music. But Mondays, we tell people's business. So you come here on Monday, and you mind people's business on this show. But out here in these streets, you have no business minding other people's business. Come here and mind other people's business. So that's first and foremost. Number two, love your babies, hug your babies, encourage them, tell them they can be their greatest selves. They could be whatever it is they want to be, just be the best at whatever it is that they want to be. They want to work for NASCAR, be the best NASCAR driver or pit boss that they could be. Or if they want to work in a concession stand at, the racetracks, then be the best concession stand worker, because we can't decide what our kids are going to be. They decide what they're going to be. But the point is promote them to be the best that they can be. You know what I mean? Encourage them. They need that. Your children's first impression of what a great human being can be, it starts with you. Little girls need, their mothers and fathers. Little boys need their mothers and fathers. They just need us. So just encourage them to be the greatest them that they can be. And that's how I feel about that. Love them babies, man. What's wrong with y'all? And last but not freaking least, stay in your lane. And I'm going to tell you why. Excuse me. Staying in your lane is very important. Because if by chance you decide to jump in my lane, this is what you get. She's really not that nice. You want this. She's so cute and cuddly. Stay in lane. Usually what happens when you jump in people's lanes, I'm just saying, what happens is this. You have a head-on collision. Nobody wants to be in that period. Like, who wants a head-on collision or any kind of collision? But the point is, you don't want the collision. Big shout out to Kevin Hall. Hi, thanks for joining the podcast. Um, but yeah, stay in your lane. It's dangerous, and again, you don't want the other one. You want her because she's cute and cuddly. So stay in your lane. And that's that. And staying in your lane and minding your business is two different things. Because, see, when you mind the people's business, you just watching from the sidelines. When you jumping in other people's lanes, that means you done inserted yourself in some business you had no business inserting yourself into. So stay in your motherfucking lane. And that's that. Now, with that being said, y'all heard the alarm. I'm going to have to figure that out because I can't keep letting y'all hear my alarm all the time. But to those who came through, showed love, check the podcast. I love you. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you. Come back now because I'm talking about some crazy stuff on Wednesday. It is what it is. But bye, y'all. Gotta go. Gotta go be a mommy. Bye.